How's it going, guys? I'm here to review Fast and Furious 2009. So this is the fourth movie, or the fourth installment in the franchise, and instead of Fast and Furious 4, this movie is just simply called Fast and Furious, which is weird. This is the movie that reunites the whole cast, the original crew again from the first two movies, especially from the first one. Paul Walker, Vin Diesel, Michelle Rodriguez, and Jordana Brewster, which is really cool. I think I mispronounced her name. Jordana Brewster. My apologies. This is the movie that goes back to its roots after Tokyo Drift. It brings back, like I said, the original cast. It brings back the original crew. It goes back to street racing, but with a little new formula into this movie, like a little new twist. This movie gets into those heist type movies, type of action movies, like where they have to grab something for the. It's a heist movie and a street racing movie, just like the second one, if that makes sense. That's the best way I can describe it. So if you guys haven't seen Fast and Furious 4, click off the video now. Spoilers ahead. So the beginning of this movie, you're introduced to Letty and Dom again. You get reintroduced to those characters, and they do what they usually do best. They try to do street racing, and not only just that, they try to steal shipment from out of trucks by driving by them and doing their usual kind of thing. And of course the plan goes wrong, and of course the whole crew has to leave Dom and Letty, and Dom and Letty has to escape themselves. So there's that awesome opening sequence. That was a pretty cool action-packed opening sequence, them trying to steal a shipment out of the trucks as they're driving by the truck, and then the truck driver is trying to shoot at them. So that whole scene was just action-packed. That whole opening sequence just gives you the action right off the bat, which is really cool. And after that, later on in the movie, Dom Toretto and Letty, they're on the run by the cops, of course, but Dom was just like, look, Letty, I don't want you to come with me because I don't want you to get catch with me. I don't want you to get anything to happen to you, pretty much. And then he eventually leaves her, and then when he gets back, he finds out Letty is dead or has been murdered. So that's when they cut back to Paul Walker, Brian O'Connor. He's now an FBI agent, the job that he always wanted since the first movie. So he has the FBI. He's now an FBI agent. He doesn't work well with others, of course, in the station. People just look at him like an ex-con, pretty much. When he finds out that Letty's dead, he goes to her funeral, and that's where he sees kind of like a reunion with Dom and Mia, Dom's sister, which is Mia's the love interest of Brian O'Connor. Of course, their reunion is kind of awkward, especially after the first movie where Brian O'Connor was pretty much an undercover cop. He had to tell the whole family that he was the undercover cop. He was revealed to them. So pretty much in that movie, he was basically lying to them that he wasn't an undercover cop. But yeah, so after that whole aftermath from the first one, he pretty much broke their trust. So this movie it was hard for him to reestablish their trust, but eventually, in the end of this movie, they do trust each other again. Pretty much, Dom and Brian, they're on a quest to find Letty's killer, which is Braga. Braga is pretty much one of the leaders of a cartel, and his men were the one who killed Letty. He was the one who gave that order to one of the men to kill Letty. So that's why Dom and Brian are just pretty much on a quest to destroy Braga and his crew. Of course, this is Gal Gadot's first appearance in this movie. She played Wonder Woman in all the DC movies, so this is her first appearance in the Fast and Furious franchise, and she plays a character named Giselle. And Han from Tokyo Drift, he's back in this movie, but he's alive, because like I said, Fast and Furious 4, 5, and 6 is a prequel to Tokyo Drift, because Tokyo Drift happens at the same time when Furious 7 happens. It's kind of weird, but... And you got other new characters that are like twins. All they speak is Spanish, or yeah, they just speak Spanish to each other. I don't know if it's Puerto Rican Spanish, I don't know, but they're just talking that in that language. Their names Tango and Felix or Phoenix, but yeah, two new characters in this movie too as well. So that's the plot for Fast and Furious in a nutshell. What did I think about this movie? This movie, it's alright. It's not as good as the first three in my opinion. You would think that this movie will be better than Tokyo Drift, because a lot of people actually like this movie better than Tokyo Drift because it goes back to its roots. It brings back the old original cast, which I totally understand. But in the same time, in my opinion, it adds nothing new to this movie. It adds nothing new to the table. Like, yes, it does go back to its roots, but it goes back to the same roots without any new twists with it. I mean, yeah, you could say that this is the only twist is that it's more action packed. There's more of a heist going on. There's more like, I don't know, like a crime thriller type of feel into this movie, which I totally get. But like I said, like it wasn't anything new. It was just street racing, and then Dom and Brian just simply trying to get Letty's killer. That's pretty much the simplest plot, and it doesn't really add nothing new to the like story. Or I mean, just yeah, you could say it doesn't add anything new really. To be honest with you, like it's kind of a bland sequel in a way. Like, yes, a lot of people, like I said, like this because it goes back to its roots, but in my opinion, this movie just kind of felt bland. Like it had nothing new to offer. Don't get me wrong, there was a lot of cool moments in the movie. Like I said, the opening sequence was one of the best scenes in this whole franchise. um the ending was good. The couple of fight scenes in the middle was good. Like the chase scenes was good. The street racing scenes were good. But other than that, like everything else was just like really nothing new to the table. It was just another Fast and Furious movie, this without any new ideas, in my opinion.
Just like old times.
So if I had to rate this movie out of 10, I would give this movie a 6 out of 10. It just felt bland to me. Like, yes, the only good things I could say about this movie is the original cast is back, which is cool. Some of the action scenes is pretty well shot. It's choreographed good. It's everything. The action scenes is pretty much what saves it. The street racing scenes is good, of course, as always. The soundtrack is alright. It's not as good as the first three. It's not as memorable as the first three. So this movie, I don't know, this movie is really not that memorable compared to like all the other movies, in my opinion. The only thing you'll probably remember in this movie is that they're back, the original cast is back, but at the same time Letty's dead in the very beginning of the movie. That's the only thing you guys will probably remember out of this movie. But yeah, so that was my quick review of Fast and Furious 2009. Please leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next Fast and Furious movie. This next one's gonna be a surprise, in my opinion.
So, you know each other?
He used to date my sister.
You're a lucky man.
How's that?
You're still breathing.